All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup All-Star Game presented by Morris Garages, and welcome to the Filoil Flying V Arena. I'm Mark Zambrano, and I'll be your host for this afternoon. So before we begin to see all these gentlemen in action in our Filoil Flying V three-point shootout, I would like to explain the rules for the actual tournament. One representative from each participating school in the preseason, total of 16 contestants. Nag-draw lots na po to determine the order of the players for the first round, which I will announce later on. We have 2 rounds, and the top 8 players with the highest score after the first round will advance to the second and final round. The order of players for the final round will be from the lowest to the highest score. The player who scores the most points in the final round will be declared the champion. Players will have 1 minute to complete all 5 racks. Each rack will have 5 balls, as you can see. The first 4 balls will be worth 1 point, yung orange balls. And the final ball, the money ball, will be worth 2 points. The money ball cannot be shot until the other 4 balls on the rack have been shot. And players can choose which corner to start from, but cannot start from the top of the key or either wing. So anywhere but those 3. Players' feet cannot be on the line when he attempts a shot. The referee will notify the shooter and the official scorer if any infraction occurs. For tiebreaker, sakaling may tie po, the player with the most money balls made will advance. If tie persists after the money balls have been shot, there will be a 1-minute shootout where the same rules apply. So players, are you ready? Everybody, are you ready for the 3-point shootout? Okay, we'll announce the players who will start.
Just before we start with the players, I just want you to know that the host, Mr. Mark Zambrano, is actually a pretty good shooter himself.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this something that you tried and have you tested?
Oh yeah. Like, my job was to drive to the basket when we played before, and I would kick out to him, and he'd knock down.
That's every point guard's dream, to just, you know, kick it out of somebody who can shoot that well.
Why aren't you inviting me to your games?
Well,
No invite, bro.
I'll make that happen.
Okay,
We
good.
need a shooter also in Mark. And,
Oh yeah, so invite na
and a
natin.
cheerleader in Mara, maybe.
Cool.
Bring Mara in.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. But you know what's more awesome? The lineup that we have. Tulad ng ating napag-usapan on top of the coverage, some of the most lights-out shooters in college basketball. So we'll start with 5 players first, and then afterwards we'll have another 5 and then a final 4. And again, 1 representative from each participating school, 2 rounds, top 8 players with the highest score after the first round will advance to the second, and then the final round. And shooting first is Rich Ginitara.
Yeah, you know what's interesting in this rules? It's the number of money balls that you make that will determine whenever or if ever there is a tiebreaker. So yun yung magiging determining factor. So they're really putting a lot of importance and emphasis on that last ball in the on each rack. And now you can see Rich Ginitaran from CEU picking which side he wants to begin for his 3-point shootout.
It's also interesting to see yung mix ng mga pwesto ng mga players. You see Kenneth Tuffin, who is a power forward, small forward in this competition. You have Andre Caraco, the combo guard. Everyone really across the board now can shoot.
And like we said, arguably the single most impactful player at this point is Steph Curry because of his ability to change the geometry of basketball. Because he started shooting so far, everybody wants to shoot from the 3, and so it doesn't matter now. You're not limited to the position that you have. Rich Ginitaran making that last money ball.
It was 1 for 5 on the first rack. Sometimes that first rack can make or break it.
Sometimes Rich Ginitaran not just a few minutes ago. But you know, Rich Ginitaran, what a success story also for this guy. He's been injured, he's been out for 3 months, and then he played his game, I think, just in the the quarterfinals of D&D, and now he played also here in the Filoil.
Ginitaran, umiinit na. Got a left wing. Oh, got the money ball to drop. How about that?
Almost a complete, I think it was a complete rack for him.
Yun lang, first 2 racks, I think, might hurt his chances. And that's it. Time runs out.
You know, the thing here in the 3rd rack, a while ago, you had to shift sides from right side to left side. Yung mga maliliit na ganung posisyon, nakakaubos ilang segundo rin ang nakukuha from that situation. Take a look at this, draining his money ball. But this was the rack that was important for him, that mid angle.
I think though, nung nag-switch siya ng pwesto, I think that slowed him down a bit, but that left wing really helped him a lot. So it's Miguel Oxo now from NU is shooting. So 12 points for Rich Ginitaran. And here we go, Oxon. Starting out from the left corner.
Jump shot ang kanyang style of shooting from the 3. He usually lets go of the ball at the peak of his jump.
It's really a comfort thing with 3-point shooters. It's Oxon, looking good so far through 2 racks.
Doing this kind of, you can see how he relieves the legs from and the arms as they work together for his shot.
Oxon looking good so far.
A good pace, and he's got 19 seconds remaining.
Saka alam na niya kung saan niya gustong tumayo. Because the rhythm when you're getting the ball from the rack and then letting it fly.
You can see this shot is highly arced. Ang lobo ng kanyang 3-point shot.
Look at that, smooth stroke. Oxon getting the final money ball.
Masyado nag-iba yung shooting form niya all throughout that those 5 racks. Very impressive.
Miguel Oxon.
14 for Miguel Oxon.
He's a late replacement for John Lloyd Clemente of NU, who actually has the highest shooting percentage. Supposedly, if he joined his competition, he's got 50% as of May 27 from the 3-point line.
Sabi yata ni Coach Mike, baka maubos yung bala mo. Kailangan ko yung ammunition sa tournament. Di yan, sinalang nila si Miguel Oxon, and Oxon making National University proud. If my math is correct, 14 points for...
Ang hirap ng angulo niya, talagang kantong-kanto nung pocket 3.
And there we go,
Next
14
up, our
points
third participant for the
for Miguel
Filoil
Oxon.
3-point
So we
shootout,
have
Ken
Rich
Segura
Ginitaran with
of
12,
the Arellano University.
and then Miguel Oxon with 14.
Score to beat is 14
We
points
have
set by
Ken
Miguel
Segura
Oxon.
now. Mula sa Arellano University. Here we go. Ooh, a lefty. Knocking down the first, missing the second. So magkabilang kanto sinimulan ng mga players, although misses the first money ball.
Lefty, so chooses, medyo mahirap siya dun sa pocket na yun because he was getting the ball from the right side and then releasing it on the left side. This time around, mas maganda yung kanyang stroke.
And more of a set shot para dito kay Segura.
You can see him releasing the ball on his way up. Kanina, si Oxon, on the peak of his jump, that's when he releases the shot. But him, on his way up, he releases the ball.
What also entertains me about the three-point shootout is the different shooting forms.
Yep.
So makikita natin di Segura more of the shot is in front of his face.
Yeah.
Compared to Oxon
yeah,
earlier.
yeah, very high. So both eyes they have good visuals of the ring. Samantalang dito, kaya siguro isang mata niya nakatakip.
And Ken Segura.
And time will run out on Ken Segura. He will finish with 7 points.
Yeah, actually, you know, usually when you make the first shot, kala mo iinit ka na eh. And then later on, nakakatanggal din ng kumpiyansa if you shoot or miss consecutive shots. One of his best racks here in the middle.
Kaya kailangan pag shooter ka, meron kang overwhelming confidence. Hindi man overflowing, pero overwhelming.
Shooters will shoot and you develop that all throughout the game. Dahil may mga times talaga, meron mga license to shoot ng mga players.
Okay, so here comes my bet, my personal bet. Andre Caracot from De La Salle University.
Anday Caracot shooting 38%, 9 out of 24 so far in our tournament. Likes to shoot bunches. So sanay ito sa madamihang ganitong sunod-sunod.
Oh, Caracot. So 2 out of 5 in that rack.
Changing his release form time to time, trying to see which one will work.
He has to hurry though, he doesn't want time to run out. 35 seconds and he's at the middle rack.
Set shots for Anday Caracot. Very steady, not too many legs in that attempt.
Oh, yeah, nahulog pa yung money ball.
You know, Anday Caracot is such a shooter off the dribble and off a fast break.
Yes,
Open
that's
court,
true.
and now he's forced to take set shots. And yung consistency ng kanyang mga tira and shooting form ang masusubukan.
So, syempre, when you're training, you work on those shots na, while moving.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 seconds left. Come on, Dre. Oh, didn't even get the last money ball.
Andre Caracot
Buti hindi natin pinag-usapan yung wager. Kung ano yung kailangan kong gawin pag natalo ko. Pero meron pa ako isang bet.
Meron
Dalawa
pa,
yung
may
bet
isa
ko.
ka pang manok.
Oh, may isa pa akong manok dito. So take a look at Andre Caracot. During games, Dre actually more comfortable.
Gusto yata ni Andre, mas yung yung clutch eh. Yung tipong time winding down with the game on the line. I think he makes more baskets that way. Itong mga chill na three-point shootout.
Caracot having difficulty as he moved on from the middle rack onward.
This is tiring, you know, and then I think for him, very steady shooting form. Just right for a three-point shootout.
11 points. But again, we are looking for the top 8 with the highest score. So, buhay pa, ha? Buhay pa yung manok ko.
So far,
Okay,
you've got
buhay pa.
Clemente with 14, for
Next
Ginitaran
up,
with
let's
12, and then you've got
Sherwin
Caracot.
Concepcion from
Nakakahinga ba
UST.
akong maluwag so far? And now we are looking at Sherwin Concepcion. So from Steph Curry's 30, we have Kobe Bryant's 24 on the back of Sherwin Concepcion as he starts out from the right corner.
He's got that quick release, very high. But you can see, inaasinta niya muna. Take a look at that, see?
There, getting the last 2 to go, including the money ball. 1 point each for the regular colored balls. The colored ball will be 2 points.
got more relaxed release on his shot. They're very high. Way above his head.
Now adding a little hop now to his shot.
And he's stepping back a little bit so that he doesn't step on the line when he has that little jump forward.
Oh, Concepcion heating up. One more.
Be his best rack.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! But he was waxing hot from the middle rack up until that wing.
1 second.
Wow, Sherwin Concepcion.
So far, we've got, what, 3 out of the 4 players, or 4 out of the 5 players that have shot actually didn't make it. Able to shoot from all the racks.
Middle rack and the left wing.
Yeah, seems to be the favorite. And you have to understand, the shooters can actually pick which rack they want to begin with. And so far, all players have chosen on that side.
Some Mamba mentality for Sherwin Concepcion. Finishes with 16 points. And on deck, we have JP Nieles from Aboy University starting out at the right corner.
So we've got Sherwin Concepcion dislodging itong si Miguel Ocson as now the first place so far with the points that we've garnered. So this current sequence, Sherwin Concepcion with 16, you've got Miguel Ocson with 14, and then you've got Rich Ginitaran with 12. Those are the top 3 right now.
Nieles nailing 2 money balls so far. See if the streak continues. Oh, misses. Money ball from the middle rack.
You know, as a point guard, James, that's something. Being a deadly shooter is such an arsenal, especially when you know, they kick out the ball to you. Kadalasan dyan nagbabantay ang isang point guard.
Make them pay for leaving you open. So Nieles, the thing angat dito sa ginagawa niya is that he runs from rack to rack. As he nails the last money ball.
He was faithful to finish all racks. That's a positive for him.
Ang bagay na majority ng mga money ball he was able to knock down. And that he had enough time, he wasn't rushing to beat the clock.
Very relaxed shot, though. Just didn't catch on with his strokes. He's got 12 now, tying up Rich Ginitaran.
Derek, please come close to the racks now. We're going to start in a few seconds.
So far, we have Segura with 7.
This is my guy. This is
Oh,
my
that's your
guy.
bet.
Yeah,
Oh,
Derek
this is
Hamisi.
okay.
He's shooting 39% from the three-point line, 10 out of 26 in our tournament. Come on, man. You gotta start making some. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. Let's go.
Derek Hamisi.
He's making 1 in that rack. Come on, bud.
I think though he has to hurry.
Here you go. I think
Here
this
we
is
go.
it. This is his angle. Let's go. Let's go, buddy.
Derek Hamisi, of course, again, one of those players who can shoot off the catch, off the dribble.
And he's got that little short hop forward.
Oh.
Let's go,
from the
bud.
middle
Let's
rock.
go. He's heating up. Let's go. I'm not supposed to talk. And whenever I say something, he misses. Oh, that's good. Two
Look at that.
shooters bounce.
15 seconds now.
Come on, he's feeling it. There's a little speed now. He's got 10 seconds remaining in the game clock.
Money ball. From the left. Oh, 4 seconds left from the last rack.
Oh, he's got to speed up.
Oh, getting one last to drop.
So Adamson's Derek Hamisi scores 11.
He's donning the SpongeBob and Patrick socks just for a little flavor. But take a look at this best rack so far from Jarek Ahamisi.
Middle rack. And for competition's sake,
Yeah.
yung mano ko, si Andre Caragot may 11. Yung bet mo, na si Jeric Hamisi. Hey, things are getting interesting. Things are getting interesting.
Okay, next
Good
on the
enough though.
rack.
You've got Sherwin Concepcion, still the leading man with 16 points
Next on the
from
rack,
USD. Who's a 31%
Ben.
shooter from the 3, followed by Miguel Ocson with 14.
So one is MJ De La Virgen from Jose Rizal University, and if you've been following the NCAA, the Heavy Bombers. See if he can stay true to that moniker as he tries to bomb away from downtown.
Parang siya nagda-darts din sa kanyang release, no? He's a very steady, but it's right in front. Ang tulis ng tira niya. He's a 22% three-point shooter.
Ano eh, mas pulso. Mas pulso yung pato niya.
More arms and wrist.
Yep.
Very set shooter. At some point, is he gonna tire out? That's the question.
Because it's one thing to, you know, shoot 12 threes in a game, pero hindi naman sunod-sunod.
Yeah, that's right. The momentum then, you know, if you don't catch it, sometimes it dictates the whole feel of your shooting.
So of course, in a game situation, it's still an end.
11 points.
Iba rin eh, pag nakahanda na yung katawan mo, ibibigay na lang yung bola sa'yo. JRU Heavy Bomber, MJ De La Virgen finishes with 11. Ako, three-way tie. No, 1, 2, 3. Yes, three-way tie at 11. Still not good enough to beat Concepcion 16, Options 14. We have Kinitaran and Nieres each.
This is another
12
guy that I'm
points.
rooting for. It's not on my, you only asked me to choose two, so,
Okay, okay.
but if I had a third pick, I would go for Ken Tuffin.
Next on the line, please
He's a
welcome
power forward from FEU,
FEU.
who is currently shooting 38% from the three-point line. And you know, when I watch his game, you know he's a shooter when he's got his hands ready to receive every single time. He's just prepared to let go and let those balls fly.
Oh, Tuffin knocking down that money ball. Tuffin naman tulis yung tira. Pero other shooters na rainbow yung arc.
Shrug it off whenever you don't perform too well in a certain rack.
Short-term memory. Yan yung overwhelming confidence na sinasabi nga natin na kailangan ng bawat shooter. Not overconfident, but overflow. If that makes sense. If it makes any sense. Oh, Tuffin though running out of time.
12 points. FEU's.
Okay, so the trend is, I think people have to realize that they have to hurry.
Yeah, I think the trend is, and I think it's our Jedi power that is dictating. Because so far the guys that we've chosen, they really, didn't meet the numbers that we desire for them to move on to the next round. But so I think we should mention it after.
Okay.
They will say if he's our guy or not after the round. But Ken Tuffin with 12 points there.
May isa pa.
From the Alan Mina.
Sana pala ginawa natin yan nung nakatira si Sherwin Vincent. Alan Mina from Colegio San Juan de Letran.
Oh, this guy was on fire in their previous games.
Lalo na pag nangangailangan ng...
Oh, big time shooter from Letran.
Mina. Take another money ball. Little rack is going to be big.
Oh, he needs another ball here.
He has to hurry up now. 20 seconds. Para nakatulong pa yung pass.
Oh, kailangan talaga off a pass. He's got 12 seconds remaining. He's got to move on to the next rack. He's going to be speeding up.
Oy, wala pang away ulit tira. 3 seconds now. Mina has to hurry. Oh, inabutan lang ng oras.
12 points. For
Shot sana. Pero ito si Alan Mina will finish with 12 points. And I can say this is my other bata. So my boys, Karakot and Mina. 12 and 11. Bawal na pang buwi eh. Bawal na. Wala nang erase.
Touch move.
Ah, okay.
And Mina with 12 points from 3.
Only the top 8 advance.
Our next
Here's
shooter
the 3-point shootout of the 2019 Filoil Preseason
Mario
Cup All-Star Game,
Bonleon.
presented by Morris Garages Philippines. Here's Embons Bonleon from San Sebastian College, Recoletos.
And again, this is the guy that Andre Karakot was quite wary of. He said he knows this guy's capabilities from shooting from the outside. He's actually an 80% three-point shooter, 2 out of 11. He is a stretch 4 para sa San Sebastian.
Hindi daw ba counted yung numbers sa DV? Nakakashoot din siya dun talaga eh. Although Bonleon, cold start. And Embons' shot actually is below his face.
And again, the referees are not counting it in if ever he steps on the line.
Bonleon having a difficult time.
I think you can see him tiring out a little bit.
This is going to be a tough one.
Kind of slowed down just to make sure that he makes the shot.
4 points for Mario Bonleon.
Well, if anything though, he's a more well-rounded scorer.
In-game
Oh
shooter.
yeah,
In-game
in-game shooter.
Nonetheless, he's a little bit, pagdating sa 4th and 5th rack, medyo nakita na natin na napapagod na siya. 4 points there. Nothing to be ashamed of. The fact that you're here and means that you're recognized as a shooter.
Next shooter on hand from the University of the Philippines, Pio Longa.
Here's Pio Longa now from University of the Philippines.
Look how high his shot is, way over his head. Such an arc shot.
And you know that yung mga ganyan tira, it's the result of repetition.
He's got a clear view of the basket. So now all he has to do is actually manage his shots, the strength, the arc, and to want to go in that second rack.
Uy, marug pa yung money ball. Oh. This is going to be a tough finish for Pio.
He's got a good line though. Nandun eh, may direction yung tira niya. Just gotta tweak it a little bit.
Yun lang eh, basta kakashoot daw siya pag pinapasa ni Jun Manzo. Yung Longa, one of the...
Sa mga broadcasters, sinong matinik na shooter?
11 points.
marami. Yung
Not count-
Juan Banal,
Yeah.
balita ko, magaling daw yan.
Yun sa
Yung Charles Chu,
Charles
definitely.
Chu, oo, balita ko yung Charles Chu. Not counting yung mga Tony De La Cruz, mga Topex
Oo.
Robinson, yung mga yun, mabibigat talaga yun.
Yung mga ordinary people ba?
Commoners.
Basta ako, taga-pasa lang ako. Taga-tawid ng bola, taga-pasa. That's me. So Pio Longa finishes with 11.
Malaking bagay talaga yung, yung money ball.
Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 players with 11 points. We actually have a 3-way tie of players with 12 as we go to Obenza now from Sunbera University.
Lefty is actually opted to shoot from this side. Bihira tayo nakakita na pinipili itong dalawang bahagi ng court.
Dun siya mas komportable na pumihit when he gets the ball from that angle, that position. Guys are trying to heat up from the middle rack. Oh, but this is again going to be a tough outing.
You take a look at his shooting form. He's extending his arms a little bit.
Oh, ngayon, nag-iba siya ng pwesto. Kinukuha niya from the right side.
Seems to be working for him.
Better looking shot, even the misses. Kung nagpalit siya ng angle na pinagkukuha na ng bola, although will run out of time. I think another key here for our shooters is that once they release the shot, huwag mo na tingnan kung papasok or mag-practice. Just let it fly.
You can see that extension of the arm. Full range of motion for his elbow.
Full follow through. Menza finishes with 10 points.
So far, top guy still. Concepcion from UST. We've got Nieles from Mapua. We've also got Mina with 12 points. 14 also itong si Oxon, still number 2.
We are looking for the top 8 to move on to the next round.
And our final shooter for the first round from the Emilio Aguinaldo College, Jethro Mendoza.
Quick release there on his shot.
Tsaka kita mo, basta pagbitaw niya, kinukuha na niya yung susunod na bola.
Oh, that's 3 out of 5 from that
Big.
rack.
It's big, gotta get the money balls to go.
Quick shots.
Uh-oh.
So far made baskets from every rack.
You're still in good time if you're in the middle rack with 30 seconds
Got
remaining.
it, so he decided to slow down there. Oh, 2 out of 5.
19 seconds to work with.
Good enough time on his hands. You can see him a little bit tiring out.
Oh, look at this. 5
Now he's got to
seconds.
speed up.
One more shot. Oh, di naabot yung money ball. Sayang.
Was
I
that
can see
counted?
now he's actually my second guy.
Oh,
He's got 14.
Okay,
He's got
okay.
14.
so 14 points to tie Miguel Oxon.
So we've got our top 3 already. We've got Concepcion with 16. You've got Oxon with 14, and you've got Mendoza also with 14.
Wow. Then there's 4 players with 12 points. So we're gonna have a tiebreaker.